Just have me play the game. When I go down, let me have a gun. Didn't even know my name. Yeah. All right, thank you very much, sir. That's a number called Pretty Girls and City Lights, and that's the title of my brand new record there. And I can tell you that real quick. The last Thursday night I was fishing, bass fishing on a lake around home, and I got hung up in a tree, and I pulled back this night fishing with a worm and a sinker, you know. And that sinker come back and plowed me right here in the eye around the tree. I got to see it, so that's the reason I'm wearing these sunglasses. So, but it's gonna be all right, I reckon. But he said not to let no sunlight hit my eyes, so I gotta keep that protected, you know. I want to be able to see the no-pitch guitar. But anyway, I figured I'd let you know why I had these glasses on. Anyway, gentleman standing here picking the 5-string banjo and doing a fine job at that, and singing some tenor. And he's doing a fine job at that. And he's been doing that for about 55 years now. And during those 55 years, he has definitely became nothing short of a legend in the field of old time and traditional style of bluegrass music. And he's also achieved a lot of awards down through the years that he's very proud of. And one of them was back in 1976. You know, a lot of people, they come up to us at the record table or see us walking through the crowd, and they ask us, they say, how does Ralph get his title, Dr. Ralph Stanley? Well, I'm here to always tell them, I say, well, I don't know, but I sure wouldn't trust him to go in any kind of an office and let him do any kind of an examination on me.
What? What do you say?
I said I wouldn't trust you to do any kind of examination on me, you know, like a doctor does when you go see one.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. I'm going to prove to you. Day before yesterday, up in Denver, Colorado, we've been out at the festivals around Colorado and around for the last week. There was a young girl walked up to the record table where I was selling records. Her throat was all swollen up. She, I asked her what was wrong. She said, my throat's killing me. So I said, open your mouth. I looked at it. Boy, it was. Them tonsils was ready. They was, they as big as your thumb. So I just reached in my pocket, got out my knife. I took them out, tonsils out. And then after that, last week I castrated 10 Black Angus bulls.
Oh! Well, glad that I wasn't one of them 10 Black Angus bulls, I'll tell you that right now. But anyway, I sure do know how he got the honor, and so glad to share it with you here today. And I sure would go anywhere he wanted me to sit down and let him show me his style of music, and that's exactly what he did. He showed the kids at Lincoln Memorial University out of Harrogate, Tennessee, how to play his style of music, and the college there made him an honorary doctor of music. And also back on July the 9th of 1997, and this past July the 9th of 2000, in 1997 on July the 9th, the state of Virginia, the governor gave him a proclamation. And this past July the 9th of 2000, the governor of the state of North Carolina gave him the same proclamation, that on that day, July the 9th, in them two states, North Carolina and Virginia, it will always be Ralph Stanley Day in them two states in the United States. And about 3 months ago in Washington, D.C. at the Library of Congress down there, they give out an award called the Living Legend Award. And I can't remember exactly how many got that. It wasn't too many. But there was only 3 singers that I know of that I can think of right offhand. They got that, and one was Ray Charles, the other was Johnny Cash, and the other was Ralph Stanley on the 5-string banjo.
wonderful fan club, Bill, way back in the state of Ohio, Dayton, Ohio. Betty and Jeff Fox. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Okay. Big fan club.
But you've always had a big fan club, way back yonder, is what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Even
sir.
back as far as the Stanley Brothers, we had, I reckon, over 1,500 members all the time.
And I understand that you're in the movies.
Well, I reckon they say I am. This is a film, a movie that'll be out October the 12th. It's called Old Brother, Where Art Thou? And we already premiered that, you know. In,
Sorry, you're filming. I don't want to walk in front of you.
Auditorium. Back a couple of months ago, I sung an acapella song in it called Old Death, and everybody says it's real good. Anyway, we done that soundtrack in the Ryman Auditorium that night, and I got about a 2-minute standing ovation. And guess what the headlines in the Nashville paper was the next morning? Ralph Stanley highlights the movie.
All right.
I was proud of that. Well, Leonard says it's Ralph Stanley singing Old Death.
Did you get permission from Melvin to do that?
Well, I guess I did.
And one more thing. What y'all have heard here this afternoon is a sound that will never be duplicated.
Well, Bill, you know, I
They'll
certainly
never catch
appreciate,
you on that neither.
I certainly appreciate that. You know, back when Brother Carter and me first started in 1946, where we was born and raised right in the hills of Virginia, we brought this sound out into the country. And it just happened to catch on, and I'm certainly proud it did. People like you is the ones that made it catch on. And I want to thank each and every one of you for the support that you've given Stanley Brothers and Ralph Stanley through the years.
Now would you do us one more, okay?